Okay. Let me just pick some nice relaxing music. All right, we might not have music because internet challenge tonight. All right. So have a seat, relax, and we're going to get started in just a minute here.
Location, location, location.
All right. Okay, let me check the sound one more time. Test, test, test. Okay. All right, so have a seat, relax, sit up straight. You can sit with your legs crossed or straight out in front of you. You can also do it in a chair if you wanted to. So we're going to begin with breathing. So sit up straight, try and lift your chest, relax through our mouth. As you exhale, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your breath. With each inhale, feel your head is reaching for the ceiling. And with each exhale, your shoulders relax. Now on the next inhale, inhale through your nose as you raise your arms and hands above your head. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale through your nose as you lower your arms and hands down. Try and synchronize your movement with your breath, inhaling up and exhaling down. Breathing through our nose. Now try and lift your chest toward the ceiling. Now on the next inhale, when you're ready to exhale, we're going to turn our torso to the left side as we exhale and lower our arms and hands down. And then inhale, turning our torso back to the center. Time on each side. And when you're done, bring your arms in front and breathe naturally through your nose. Now bring the palms of your hands together and interlace your fingers. Move your forearms close together and lift your elbows so that you're looking at your thumbs. And from here, we're going to make a circle with our knuckles toward the ceiling, flexing our wrists as much as we can. Breathing through our nose, slowly rotating, flexing our wrists. Notice the direction of the circle you're making, and now move in the opposite direction. And then pause, release your fingers and bring your hands together in front of your chest in prayer posture with the palms of your hands touching. Forearms are parallel to the floor. Keeping the palms of our hands together, we're going to inhale as we lift and reach as high as we can. And then when you're ready to exhale, bring your hands back down. At the end of the exhale, point your fingertips down, flexing your wrists as much as you can. Continue breathing as you inhale, reach up, lifting your arms and hands, lifting your chest. And when you're ready to exhale, bring your hands down, fingertips pointing down, flexing our wrists as much as we can. Continue breathing and moving with your breath. One more time in each direction. And when you're done, just pause with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Now straighten your arms out in front of you. And we're going to inhale and reach our hands back as far as we can. And then exhale, wrap your arms around your chest, grab your shoulder blades and lower your chin to your chest and breathe through your nose. Naturally. Now notice which arm is on top. Lift your chin and inhale, reach back as far as you can. And then exhale, place the opposite arm on top, grab your shoulder blades, lower your chin to your chest, and breathe through your nose. Lift your chin and inhale one more time, reaching back as far as you can. And then exhale, bring your arms down in front of you. Sit up straight, take a moment to just breathe through your nose. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, now we're going to get up into a tabletop position, which is on all fours. We're going to do cat-cow. So place your hands under your shoulders, move your knees under your hips, spread your knees apart, spread your fingers wide. Check that your index fingers are facing forward and rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward and your elbows are facing your thighs. In cat-cow, our head moves last, so don't move your head until the very end. We're going to inhale and arch our lower spine, and then lift our head, and then exhale, keeping our head where it is. We're going to pull our navel in toward our spine as we arch our upper spine toward the ceiling, and then lower our head. When you're ready to inhale, arch your lower spine and lift your head. Again, when we exhale, don't move your head. Pull your navel in, reach your upper spine toward the ceiling like a cat, and then lower your head. Continue breathing, inhaling and exhaling as you need to. Keeping the arms straight, and remember to move the head last. One more time in each direction. And then pause with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now from here, we're going to inhale and reach our left hand up toward the ceiling, twisting our torso to the left side. And then exhale as you lower your left arm and hand down, place them under your right arm and relax your left shoulder and ear down on the ground. Try and get your shoulder on the ground. When you're ready, inhale, reaching up. And when you're ready, exhale, coming down. Shoulder and ear on the ground. Move with your breath. Now with the next exhale, we're going to keep our left shoulder and ear down on the ground and breathe through our nose, relaxing your shoulders. If you'd like, you can reach your right hand up toward the ceiling and allow your right arm to drape down behind your back. You can grab your left hip with your hand if you'd like. Relax your shoulders and breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. If your right arm is behind you, reach it up toward the ceiling and bring it down to the mat. And then we're going to inhale and lift our left hand up one more time and exhale it down to the mat. So now we're going to do the opposite side, the right side. So from here, we're going to inhale and reach our right hand, twisting our torso as much as we can, reaching up. And then exhale, bring your right arm under your left. Relax your right shoulder and ear down on the ground. When you're ready, inhale, twisting, reaching on the inhale. Exhale, coming down and relaxing. Shoulder on the ground. Follow your breath. Now on the next exhale, we're going to keep our right shoulder and right ear down on the ground and relax. If you'd like to lift your left hand up toward the ceiling, allow your left arm to drape down behind your back. You can grab your right hip with your left hand if you'd like. Relax your shoulders and breathe through your nose. If your left hand is behind you, reach it up toward the ceiling and bring it down to the mat. And then inhale, reaching one last time. And exhale, your hands down in front of you. Now from here, pull your navel in toward your spine. And we're going to slowly walk our hands forward into puppy pose, opening up the shoulders, keeping our knees under our hips, lower our torso and forehead down to the mat, relaxing, breathing through our nose, opening up the shoulders and armpits, pushing the floor away with our hands, fingers spread wide. And then pull your navel in as you come back to tabletop position. Now we're going to sit back in child's pose, so spread your knees wide, bring your feet together, sit your hips back on your heels, and when you're ready, lower your torso down to the mat. Lift your head, straighten out your arms, and come back up. Sometimes in that pose, you can get a toe cramp. And if that happens, just get onto the balls of your toes and just move your toes around. Move your heels up and down. Move your knee up and down to flex your toes. Or you can just bring your left foot forward or right foot forward and just walk it along the mat if that helps. Okay, now from here, we're going to push ourselves up into downward dog. If you'd like, you can do puppy pose again. If you're doing downward dog, check that your index fingers are facing forward, fingers are spread wide, rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward. Get onto the balls of your toes, and similar to puppy pose, we're gonna push our hips into the air, opening up our armpit area. So try not to be over your hands or just slightly behind your hands, but you really want your arms in front of you like we did in puppy pose when we do downward dog. So go ahead and push your hips up into the air, opening up your shoulders, and if you'd like, you can lift the heels of your feet off the ground, gently stretching out the backs of our legs. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Keep your knees bent, pushing the floor away, opening up the shoulders and arms, breathing through your nose. And then relax your knees down to the mat. And we're going to spread our knees again, sit back in child's pose, relaxing your hips to your heels, lowering your forehead and torso down to the ground, and breathe through your nose. Straighten out your arms and come back up to tabletop position. And from here, actually, we're going to, if you can sit back on the back of your legs, do that. If you need to sit on a block or a book, you can do that. Or if you want to just stay up like this, you can do that as well. So however you feel comfortable. We're going to inhale, reach our hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale them down. Inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling again, and then exhale. Stay up on your knees if you can't go all the way down, like this. Inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale them down. And then one more time, inhale, reaching up, and exhale down. Good. Now, step your left foot forward into a lower left lunge. Make sure your left knee is above your left ankle. Make sure your feet are wide enough apart so when you come up with your hands in prayer posture, you can keep your balance. Breathe through your nose, relaxing. Make sure your knee is above your ankle and not behind it or in front of it. Take long, deep breaths. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. Breathing through your nose. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring your hands back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle, reach up toward the ceiling. Pull your navel in as you bring your hands down to the floor next to your left foot. Push the floor away as you pull your left foot back. And then bring your right foot forward. Again, make sure your right knee is above your right ankle. And when you're ready, come on up into a lower right lunge with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Breathing through your nose. And if you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. Take long, deep breaths. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring your hands back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, reach up toward the ceiling. Pull your navel in as you bring your hands down next to your right foot. Push the floor away as you pull your right foot back. And again, we're going to sit back. You can stay on your knees if you can't go all the way back. Or if you want to sit all the way down, you can. We're going to inhale, reach our hands up. Try and balance your weight evenly on the bottoms of your feet. And we're going to inhale, reach our hands up to the ceiling. And we're going to pull our navel in as we swan dive down, bending forward, placing our hands on the outside of our feet with our knees bent, gently moving our knees back and forth, stretching the backs of our legs. And then inhale, coming up halfway, and exhale, relaxing down. Hands on the floor. Make sure your feet are wide or under your hips, wide enough apart. So place your hands on the floor, and when you step your right foot back, keep the left knee bent over the left ankle. And then when you're ready, come on up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Breathing through your nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms up near your ears, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. And if your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of you. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up toward the ceiling. And exhale, turn your torso. Turn your torso to the right side. Thank you, Alexa. Turn your torso to the right side. Keep your arms parallel to the floor. Turn your hips to the right side as well. We're in Warrior Two, gazing out over our left fingertips. So our arms are parallel to the floor, and we're gazing out over our left fingertips. Our torso and our hips are facing toward the right side. Inhale and exhale through your nose. And then inhale, swing your right arm forward, move your torso and hips to face forward. Reach your hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale, bring your hands down to the floor next to your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Inhale up halfway. And relax down. Take a moment to bend your knees, stretching the backs of your legs, gently moving. Then inhale as you bring your arms and hands up toward the ceiling, palms together, exhaling your hands down by your side. Now again, we're going to inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling, and pull our navel in as we swan dive down, hands to the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway, and relax down. Make sure your feet are spread wide enough apart so that when we step our left foot back, keeping the right knee bent, inhaling up to Warrior One with our hands in prayer posture. Breathing through our nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. Make sure your right knee is bent over your right ankle. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring your hands back to prayer posture in front of you. And then inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower your arms parallel to the floor as you turn your torso and hips to face the right side of the room, the left side of the room. And gaze out over your right fingertips. Keeping the right knee bent over the right ankle, arms parallel to the floor, breathing through your nose in Warrior Two. Make sure you lower your shoulders, lift your chest, and gaze out over your fingertips. Try not to be leaning forward. Make sure you're vertical to the floor. And then inhale as you bring your left arm and hips and torso to face forward, reaching up toward the ceiling. And exhale your hands down to the floor next to your right foot. Step the left foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in as you inhale, reach your hands up above your head, and exhale, your hands down by your side. All right, so now we're going to sit down on the ground with our legs straight out in front of us. Again, inhale, reaching up, and exhale down. This time, inhale, reaching up, lifting our chest, and exhale, bring our torso forward and place our elbows on the ground. Try and imagine your chest is reaching toward the front of your feet. Take long, deep breaths. Elbows on the ground, along the sides of your legs, with the forearms of your arms on the ground as well. Keeping your neck in alignment with your spine. Lift your chest toward your feet, breathing through your nose. Long, deep breaths. As your body relaxes, you'll be able to move your elbows further, but try not to force it. Keep your elbows on the ground. And as you come down, with each breath, you can move your elbows further down. Breathing through your nose. And then inhale, coming up, reach your hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale them down to your side. Now take your left foot to the outside of your right thigh, keeping the left knee in the air. Take your left hand behind you for support. Sit up straight, lift your chest. Make sure your hand is right next to your buttocks so that you're sitting up straight. Take your right arm to the right side of your body. Take a deep breath and inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, take your right arm, wrap it around the top of your left knee as you turn your torso to the left side. Inhale with a straight spine and exhale with a straight spine. If you'd like to take your left hand behind your torso and grab your right hip, you can do that as well. Take long, deep breaths. And then release, come all the way around to the right side. Release your legs, gently lift your knees up and down. And then place your right foot to the outside of your left thigh with your right knee in the air. So the right foot is on the outside of the left thigh. Take your right hand behind you for support. Sit up straight. Take a deep breath, inhale through your nose, extend your left arm to the left side, and as you exhale, take your left arm and wrap it around the top of your right knee as you turn your torso to the right side. Inhale with a straight spine and exhale, gently twisting. If you'd like to take your right arm behind your torso and grab your left hip, you can do that as well. Inhale with a straight spine and exhale, gently twisting. And release, come all the way around to the left side. Release your legs and gently lift your knees up and down. Now come to the front of your mat with your knees bent, feet on the ground. Pull your navel in toward your spine and lift your chest. Place your arms parallel to the floor. And from here, we're going to tilt back and lift our heels off the ground. Balancing. If you'd like, you can lift and straighten out one leg or both legs. Breathing through our nose. And then lower our feet down, grab our elbows or wrists, and relax. And then take a deep breath, inhale through your nose, and slowly bring your spine down to the floor and move your arms out parallel to your shoulders with the palms of your hands facing up. Now adjust your feet so that they're under your knees, and then walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Keeping the shoulders on the ground. Take a deep breath through your nose. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax to the left side as you turn your head to gaze at your right palm. And then inhale as you bring your knees and head back to the center. Exhale, allow your knees to relax to the right side as you turn your head to gaze at your left hand, keeping your shoulders on the ground. Knees relaxed to the right side, head turned and gazing to the left side. Take long, deep breaths. And then inhale, bring your knees and your head back to the center. Move your arms down next to your torso and adjust your feet so that they're under your knees again. Now from here, we're going to pull our navel in toward our spine and inhale, lift our hips as high as we can on the inhale. And when we exhale, we're going to lower them down an inch away from the ground. Moving with your breath, inhaling, reaching up, tighten your gluteal muscles on the inhale. Exhale, an inch away from the ground. Move with your breath. Tighten the gluteals on the inhale, relaxing on the exhale. Now on the next inhale, we're going to keep our hips lifted off the ground. Move your straight arms under your hips and interlace your fingers. Breathing through your nose, tighten the gluteal muscles as you inhale and exhale, keeping the hips lifted off the ground. And then on the next exhale, release your hands from under your hips and lower your hips all the way down to the mat. Now straighten your left leg and lift your left foot up toward the ceiling and make a circle with your ankle in one direction and then in the other. Now take your left foot and ankle and cross it above your right knee and relax your leg, your left leg. Take your left hand and place it on your left thigh. Relax your left foot and gently push your left thigh away. Inhaling and exhaling through our nose. And release your hand from your thigh. Now lift your right foot off the ground. Take your hands between your legs and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Relaxing both feet. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, gently pull your right thigh toward you. And at the same time, use your left elbow or left forearm to push your left thigh away. So with each exhale, we're pulling our right thigh toward us. And at the same time, pushing our left thigh away. Make sure your feet are relaxed. Breathing through your nose. And release, lower your right foot down to the mat, and then straighten out your left leg and lower your left foot down to the ground. Now straighten out your right leg and make a circle with your ankle in one direction. And then in the other direction. And then take your right ankle and cross it above your left knee. Take your right hand and push it, place it on your right thigh and push your right thigh away. As you inhale and exhale through your nose, relaxing your hips, relaxing your right foot. And then let go of your right thigh. Lift your left foot off the ground and take your hands between your legs. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Relax your left foot. Relax your right foot. Take a deep breath through your nose. Inhale, and then exhale. Gently pull your left thigh toward you, and at the same time, use your right elbow and right forearm to push your right thigh away. So as we exhale, we're pulling our left toward us, and at the same time, pushing the right side away. Try and relax your feet. And then lower your left foot, release your hands. Straighten out your right leg, reaching your foot up toward the ceiling and lowering it down. Now, take both feet and hands up toward the ceiling and grab the outer edges of your feet, pulling your feet down into happy baby pose with our knees on the outside of our arms, near our shoulders, lifting our feet up and down to rock side to side. If you'd like, you can also rock up and down, giving your spine a nice massage. Breathing through your nose. And then inhale your feet and hands up toward the ceiling and exhale them down. Now adjust your body so that you're on your mat and you're comfortable. If you need to get a blanket, you can do so. We're going to do our final pose for the evening, which is Shavasana. Shavasana is a conscious relaxation. So close your eyes, straighten out your legs, separate the heels of your feet so that your toes are relaxing to the sides. Move your arms away from your torso about 3 or 4 inches and relax the palms of your hands as they are facing up toward the ceiling. Focus on your breathing. As you inhale and exhale through your nose, observe your breath. Try and relax your jaw, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and your wrists and fingers. Relax your hips. Relax your legs. Relax your ankles and toes. Allow your lungs to fill with air, and on the exhale, squeezing out all of the air, breathing from our abdomen, navel expanding on the inhale, navel contracting on the exhale. Observe your breath getting longer as your body relaxes. Now wiggle your toes and your fingers. And then bring your wrists slowly above your head and stretch your body. And when you're ready, bring your knees to your chest and rock side to side. When you're ready, move to one side of your body, and we're going to take a few deep breaths through our nose. And then we're going to push ourselves up into a comfortable seated position. And we'll end the practice with a breathing exercise. We're going to inhale through our nose as we lift our hands above our head, and then exhale with a strong breath with our mouth open wide as we lower our hands down. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll end with a final breath. So go ahead and move your arms to the side of your body and go ahead and inhale through your nose. Strong exhale. Again. Again. Now this time, inhale through your nose, palms together above your head, and exhale through your nose, pausing at your third eye for kind thoughts, pause at your lips for kind words, and pause at your heart center for kind intentions. Namaste. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.